Hi guys, welcome to the 19th day of Kathra, and I thought I'd start this by recording.
It is difficult to admit, but Cesargo could still use some help.
Okay. Let's talk to Jago then. So before I speak to him, I should add that I'm recording this one just to see if it gets more hits, if it's better to watch. I do like the interactive element of casting, but since I know that this day is probably going to be spent mostly reading in the college, I can't imagine that would be entertaining for lots of people or anyone to watch in depth. So I thought if I record this, talk a little bit about what Kathra is thinking now that she's just had that strange encounter down below in Sarthal, then I'll upload it and see if that gets any kind of attention, but that when I'm questing I can record again and it's something for the viewer to watch other than me just walking around. Okay, so my character's caught between trying to be welcoming to all races of Skyrim, but if that's the case and we treat everyone equal, then my character's got an odd feeling for Jago, as in untrustworthy, and not because he's a khajiit. There's just something in his nature. Anyway, here we go.
It is difficult to admit, but Cesargo could still use some help.
Do you need help with Jago?
Cesargo has seen that Thorfdir likes you. You must be very skilled with magic, yes? Cesargo is working hard, but cannot do it alone. Can you help with this? Cesargo has worked hard on learning new spells, trying new things. This will make Cesargo stand out as a mage. But Cesargo works so hard, there is no time to test these new spells. If you help with the testing, this will make learning easier. Cesargo will give you scrolls. You will use them and report the results. This is a good plan, no? You tell Cesargo when you are ready.
Maybe you should do your own work. Alright, I'll help you. Give me the scrolls. Why would he be asking me to test out his magic? Maybe you should do your own work, I think is probably what I would say.
Cesargo sees what you are up to very well. Mages in Cyrodiil are all about politics. The Synod and the College of Whispers are too busy guarding secrets to bother to teach. Skyrim was not Cesargo's first choice, but Winterhold is removed from politics, dedicated to study. This is the place for Cesargo to become great.
I don't think I'd say not everything is a competition, but to let Jago know, because why would he trust me with his magic after I've only known him for one event? That's like quite a needy, ambitious person, so I kind of want to place my own stamp on this place before I do that. Okay.
I hear you found some thing in Sartol. You think it could help make me a powerful mage?
Yeah, you see? That's not winning me over at all. Okay. I know I've put my books in here, and I've put a load of items in this, well, some items in this knapsack. I've also got, why don't I put the other things that I've picked up that I might not want anymore? Yeah, like, I didn't really want that, so let's do store. This is important to my story, and this sounds interesting. I might have to have a go with that. Gosh, I've got 8, I've got loads of arrows left, sorry. Okay, lots of potions, not enough food, so I'll have to pick up some food. Enough to play with learning. Tons of books, keys, and some gems, and this beautiful coral dragon claw. Garnets, okay. Eurillion's mixture, that's from a quest, isn't it? And 2 of these gems, which I do know about and I'm quite excited about, and a very empty water skin, which I need to try and solve here at the college. Okay, so if we go to my quests, it says speak with Mirabelle Irvine. With 12 days so occupied in Southall, I need to speak with Mirabelle Irvine to find out about research and discovery. Well, actually, there's a few things I want to research. I want to put an end to my time remembering Stenvar by enchanting his bow. I want to see if I can do something with the ring that I've got, which belongs to my mother as a character. And also, I'm still interested in conjuration. There's a lot of things that I want to do in time. So let's have a look. No. And the reason, if you're watching for the first time, I won't kill any giants ever, which is going to be tricky as the game goes on, I guess, is because one saved my life, which is in the thread at the beginning. Okay.
If you have a moment, could you help me with something? So far, if only because no one is telling me how great I ought to be, I just want to learn. I don't want to think about what's expected of me.
Well, Brelinius sounds a lot like me.
We're all trying to become better mages, right? Well, I need someone I can practice a few spells on. Nothing dangerous, really. Would you be willing to assist me?
Why does this person feel different to Jargo when what he says could be cultural? Why would I help her? What's in it for me is not what I'd say. Can't you practice on yourself? Okay, I'll help.
Oh, good. I was afraid I'd have to go
I need
ask
a friend
Zargo.
here.
Now, you just stand there.
That's interesting.
Please hold still, and don't move. There! Now Oh dear. That wasn't supposed to happen. Do you feel all right? You look very, green.
Yeah.
I am so very sorry. I went over this again and again, and I was sure it would have better results.
That's the crux of humour.
It's not. It shouldn't be. You'll be back to normal in no time. And when you are, we can try this again, and I'll be sure to get it right.
Okay. Wait.
Didn't you know? Before the Oblivion Crisis, many elves called Winterhold their home. More visited the college from Morrowind every year. After, growing distrust of magic made life difficult for many. Some left rather than endure the growing hatred from the local Nords. Others returned home after the Red Year, when Vvardenfell erupted and caused much destruction. Winterhold itself died in the years between then and now. What's left out there is a husk. Only the college really remains.
Okay. That's really great for my character because she's slowly gaining this knowledge about Morrowind, which is a game I haven't played, by the way. So, and that's good really because my character doesn't really know anything. So again, the Dark Elves have felt segregated because the blame on what happened in Morrowind is down to them and maybe this idea of magic. That seems to be a common theme here. Oh, so I'm staying. The whole world is green. Okay.
At least something good came out of that trip to Sarthal. I didn't find anything but dust. I still need some help. Still no word from your family? Until
No,
next time.
and I'm not expecting any.
Really? That must be so nice. I came all the way to Skyrim just
Where's
to get
my-
away from my
I
family's
forgot where my bed is.
expectations.
My family didn't really approve of me coming here at all.
Oh, well that's awkward. Sorry to have brought it up.
There. Jargo's still in my room. That's really uncomfortable. Okay, so. I'm gonna have to go into someone else's room and put on my clothes. Some gloves. And I wonder what happens when I put on this Sarthal amulet. Okay, got nothing on my feet. Don't really want to wear the boots. There you go. Okay.
I still need some help, if you can spare the time.
I need your help with something. Something private. Yes, but it needs to be kept quiet. I may have entered into an agreement with Enther. He had something I needed, so I traded him something of mine. It was a mistake, and now I want back what I gave him. It's an amulet that belonged to my family, and I never should have given it to Enther. But he won't deal with me. Talk to him. See what it'll take to get my amulet back.
Okay, so they've all got quests, alright. What did you need from Enthu? Why is this so
I
important?
told you, it's from my family.
I thought so.
I know they've always disapproved of what I wanted in life. To learn magic instead of becoming a farmer or a hunter. But no matter how poorly they may have treated me, they're still my family. I didn't consider that until after I made the trade.
Okay, I need to go.
Urag can be very helpful. Just don't antagonize him. Yes, from what I've heard, I expect Tolfdir will be occupied for some time. That is a problem, isn't it? I suppose someone else will need to look after the apprentices for now.
What should I do?
Well, perhaps it's time for some independent study. Check with Urag Groshab in the Arcanium. See if he's aware of any references to this thing that you and Tolfdir found. I'd like to know as much as we can about it.
Whoa. What do you know about the Sijic Order?
No more than anyone else, I don't think. They're a very old order. Predated the Imperial Mages Guild by quite a bit. In fact, the Mages Guild was founded in opposition to the idea of the Sijic Order, that only an elite few should have control over magic. No one has seen or heard from them in over 100 years now, though.
Okay, I might as well ask where can I learn new spells.
Well, that depends on what you're looking for. Feralda can teach destruction spells, and offers training in that school. Finis is one of the best conjurers in all of Skyrim, and can help with spells from that school. Don't let Tolfdir fool you. He's the preeminent scholar on alteration. One of the best in Tamriel, and always willing to pass on his knowledge. If you can find him and focus his attention, there's a great deal Drevis can teach you about illusion magic. And finally, there's Colette. She may be difficult to get along with. She's very knowledgeable when it comes to restoration magic.
Thank you, Mirabelle. Okay, let's go back to Onmund.
We shouldn't have been
No, not
disturbing
really.
Sarthal, no
Couriers
matter
don't
what
seem to
you
like
found down
delivering
there.
letters here. Not at all. It means I'm not being
It doesn't
hounded
matter.
about my progress
It's also
in
none of your
college.
concern. Just talk to him. See if you can convince him to give my amulet back.
Okay. Well, students are reading. I may have been too hard on Jargo. What my character be thinking? I think I want to stew on the Jargo thing, so what I'm going to do is just start exploring this place properly.
Jazargo continues to
Okay,
struggle
that's a
with
good
walls.
start. So there is
You
no
have time to
upstairs
practice?
in the Hall of Attainment.
Maybe later? I'm sort of busy now.
Jazargo understands. You hesitate because you know Jazargo will be better than you.
There's
Very
a
well.
bit.
Let me give you a bit of advice. You want to work on something that's not officially allowed? Don't tell anyone you're doing it. You need something you're not officially supposed to have? You come see me. You tell anyone that I told you, and I'll fry you from the inside out. Got it?
No, not really.
Well, that's a bit annoying because Not only does he sound quite a nasty piece of work, but he's the guy I know thinnest. Okay.
Even with the college's laid-back attitude, there are still some things that are off limits.
What's not allowed?
Purposely killing your fellow college members is a bad idea. I'd advise against it. Theft and assault can get you into trouble as well. As for research, well, a sufficient explanation will cover almost anything. If you're going to need live test subjects for your experiments, it's easier to do that off of college grounds.
Okay. So this is the black market guy. Let's have a look. Let's see if we can get Winner's side a little bit first.
All right, let's not overdo it. Meet me in my quarters.
Oh, I didn't expect that to happen. Okay, let's go. Well, that's short. I'm actually trying to do this just
there
to
are
get...
some experiments the college frowns on, if they're aware of them, of course. If you ever need something, especially something hard to come by, let me know.
Don't really want to know. Instead, I want to ask this question.
Oh my.
It explains why he wants it, though.
Precious. Onmund is too afraid to deal with me himself, and so he's sent you. I'll make this very simple for you. All my trades are final. Onmund knew this ahead of time and went through with it anyway. So there's nothing more to be said.
Wonder if I can buy it. It's in everyone's best interest if you return the amulet. What if I were to pay you for the amulet? There must be something I can do. What would my character say? I seem to be using my money a lot. What if I were to pay you?
No, you're not understanding this. Onmund made a deal. He made that choice, and now he has to live with it.
Let's try again. I understand that you're something wrong.
I've already made it very clear that all of my trades are final.
That's a lie, though, isn't it? I don't think my character could say that, so there must be something I can do to change your mind.
Yes, you see, the thing is, I'm not concerned with everyone's best interest. I find I'm only concerned with my own.
Even I understood that.
I've already made it very clear
Let's
that
try
all
this
of
last
my
swap.
trades are... Look how persistent you are. Charming, really. Onmund gave up the first time I said no, but not you. All right, I'll tell you a little story. Let's pretend for a moment that a certain individual was looking to acquire a particular staff. Let's also pretend that he traded some valuable items for said staff. And it was only later that it was realized that this individual might misuse such a staff. The resulting disaster would reflect quite poorly on everyone involved. Are you following me? You're not very good at this, are you?
That's my only option.
Look, I traded a staff to someone and found out later that was a bad idea, so I'd like the staff back. Understand now?
I'll get the stuff.
Finally, we have an agreement. I look forward to having it back soon. The sooner the better, in fact.
Okay.
Till next time.
More and more complicated. So who sleeps here then? A stronger class of mage, perhaps. At least this department appears to be, or this floor, this whole place actually, appears to be where we all sleep. I don't really want to drink the wine. Yep, that answers that question then. So this is where the specific...
Even with the college's
leaders
laid-back attitude,
live.
there are still some things that are off limits.
Bread, soup. So, This is a great mod, by the way. Bread and soup. Okay. Oh, great. Oh, goodness. I don't want to take the entire platter. I'll take some apples just in case I can get some to my horse.
And I'm not expecting
But there seems to be
Really? That must be
no
so
way
nice.
to
I came all the way to Skyrim just to get away from my family's expectations.
my family
get
didn't really
drink.
approve of me coming here at all.
ah,
Oh, well that's awkward. Sorry to have brought it up.
but I can make things. That's great. Okay. Fantastic. I'd love to know as well. That's so clever. How often this refreshes. Wow. Okay. And okay. So there's nothing, there's not a water barrel here or anything like that, so this is lovely. So I can use a cooking pot and I can cook the leaf and tomatoes and butter. Let's see what I can make with that. Well, nothing. I just need snow, look at that, to make my water. That's interesting. Okay, so I'll take a chicken dumpling and I think I'll just take some more wine. I can take beef stew as well. Wowzers. Okay. These guys really look after you. So we've got food there. Food here. If I could find a source of water, I'd be over the moon, but it doesn't appear to be any anywhere. No. Ah, but there is ingredients for cooking here. Or for something else. Okay. Apples, fish barrel. Brilliant. Okay. Spoken to him. But let's speak to
I'm
Ariel.
working on some very important research, I assure you. You mean the official sort of business? Well, no. No, not really. Until next time.
Ah, that's interesting. So it sounds like there possibly is, but
The exact nature of my research is a secret, I'm afraid, but it really is quite valuable. Until next time.
until next time. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going up. I don't really want to get in trouble though. Open to Skyrim. Okay, so that opens to the very top. And that is the Hall of Attainment. So, we sleep on the ground floor. There is no bottom floor. And let's tell Brelnia that the
I
thing's
still
worn
need
off.
some help. If exactly as I said it would. Now, are you ready to try again? I am confident it will work this time.
Okay.
This will be worth it. Okay, now don't move at all. Oh my. That isn't right. Just wait. I can fix this.
Okay, so now I'm right.
Oh no, that's not it at all. Let me try again. This really isn't turning out the way I'd hoped. I'll get it right this time.
Nice touches.
I swear. There. All better. Well, it all worked out in the end, didn't it? Agreed. And thank you for your help. You're a good friend.
Good. Okay. Follow me, I need you. Wow, okay, so potentially a follower.
Of course.
And do you have any water? Brilliant. Excellent, okay. So I now know, potentially, that I can get water, which is the only resource I really need to go adventuring, really, from Brelnia. And that was through being helpful. There you go, okay. Alright, so maybe I need to go and hit the books. Let's go outside. And what I want to do now is just look at my quests again. Find a staff, hitting the books. This is the one I'm interested in. Speak to Urag Groshub. Just going to see my horse. Done alright, but interestingly, there we go, feed. Okay. This is all so well done. I should add that this is a mod. It's in the link if you need to see it. You just want to have a look at this. So, apiary, got bees, search apothecaries, so there's loads of stuff here. Garlic, herbalist guide to Skyrim, okay. So, this is where I would start to get into alchemy. The alchemical is something my character's not really interested in at this moment in time. That's amazing. I can't turn the pages, but that's really beautiful. This book goes on in great detail about alchemy. Okay. How about this one? Black journals. I wonder if you're eventually allowed to do stuff with that. That'd be a nice little mod in itself, wouldn't it? Mirabelle's here. And this is the guard.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
Bless him. So we've got the Hall of Countenance next. Let's have a look at there. Okay, in the Hall of Countenance. There's also some sleeping quarters by the looks of it. And again, I can cook here and take food. Potato soup, cooking pot. Let's just see if I can just make something from these ingredients, because I don't think I can make anything from any of these because they're all cooked. And look delicious. Now, what am I missing? The actual raw meat, lavender, orca meat. Oh, that one's just cabbage. Looks like I'm missing a lot of garlic and potatoes. Alright. Let's go and see what's going on. It's clearly when some more people live. There's some magic being cast somewhere. There we go. So I could make some things here should I wish to. Oh yes, I don't know why that's here. Okay, what is happening to me? Nothing apparently, according to my active effects, but something is definitely happening. Hang on. Is that spell trying to talk to me? No. Is that upstairs perhaps? Let's go and check. There.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
It's Colette. She needs to stop casting. That's really annoying. Okay. So the alchemy lab here with all the ingredients, and I'm guessing lots of books here too. So many different things. The study of alchemy. If there's fire salts, are there frost salts? Excellent. I know someone that wants some of them. Study of alchemy. Okay, all things alchemical in there. What's in here? Again, food. Place to eat. This is a well looked after place, isn't it? Aha! The Enchanter's Primer. That I will take because my character wants to enchant the bow. So I'm going to take that. And I'm going to have a look at what this does. So the item that I want to enchant is this hunting bow. What enchantments do I know? Nothing at the moment to do with fire. Okay. So disenchant. Health, resist magic. Okay, nothing yet. How about this? These are, I just want to see my rings that I've got, because there are 2 items that I want to enchant, and the other one is a silver garnet ring that I'm wearing. So I've already enchanted it, but I think what I'm going to do is kind of pretend that I haven't enchanted it, enchant a different one, just in terms of building character. I'll explain why in a moment if I can do it. So if I choose the item, which is a silver garnet ring, and the enchantment is, let's say, it increases my stamina and a soul gem. Let's give it a common one. So I'm going to rename it, and this is why I wanted to do it, to Mother's Ring. So that we've got this idea that Kathra's got this ring that she can keep now that is hers, that reminds her of her mother. There we go, fantastic. So now when I go to this, and I go to apparel, should now be Mother's Ring. Brilliant, so she now knows that when she's wearing that ring, that is the one thing that she found in the satchel when she woke up and went back. So let's see what things I can learn. Got shock. I could disenchant that, that would be a good thing to learn. And I don't really want to increase your magicka by 30 points. Studded armor of health. Okay. Clearly I need to go searching for items. Ah, that's interesting. I need to go looking for items that have got fire in it. So, I don't really want to take from anyone. That would seem wrong. But I do want to read that book. I wonder if that will tell me something. So this has been the first floor. Second floor even. Let's go up to the next floor. Colour has been finished. Okay. Now I've got lots of water, so I'm very happy about that. It's interesting that she can conjure water, my friend, but I can't. Bit frustrating. Okay, and that's the end. So let's get to the ground floor, and let's see if there's a basement here. Aha, into the midden. Okay, so the midden is before I go anywhere.
You know, they say knowledge is its own reward.
I've never spoken to this guy. Let's speak to Travis.
You can see me?
Ah, yes.
Confound it all, I was quite sure I was invisible. Or at least transparent. There may be a matter in which your skills could be useful. The various points of
Kathra is
focus
trying
for
to get
magic
into the
energies around the
good
college
books.
have become polluted and need cleansing. Very well. These
Sorry.
specially enchanted gloves will allow you to delve directly into the focal points for these energies. Go to each focal point and remove whatever impurities you may find there. Return the gloves to me when you have finished. Please exercise caution. This is not a procedure without possible consequences.
Cleanse the focal points for magical energies around the college. Okay.
Farewell.
Sounds interesting. See if I can find that. There they are. Mystic tuning gloves. Just want to see where we are. So the Hall of Countenance. It's where the main mages seem to live, sleep. It's also where the midden is. So I'm now going to go down to the
Illusion really is the... You know, they say knowledge is its own reward.
I think I agree. Whatever this place is, as the name suggests, this place is abandoned. An old part of the college, perhaps. Well, or a place of torture. Where does this lead to? Let's go have a look. Wow. Oh, okay, we're back up to the main floor. Let's eat. And let's go back to the midden. So there's a few ways to the midden. Let's go down. That's good though. I can't get my endless supply of firewood from there. Ooh. What happened there? Fell off somewhere? Light of some sort there. Let's go down. Oil, left or right. It's obviously an old torture chamber of some sort, which has been left abandoned. Iron dagger of cowardice. Steps down, just this way. Whoa. This place is obviously laid understead for a really long time. literally no idea what my staff just did. And that's my first encounter with an ice wraith that I've taken on and challenged. Living down here for a reason, right? I wonder if it's protecting something. Some lights are leading further down. Okay, where on earth is this now? Possibly slightly more importantly, can I get away if anything gets too dangerous? Atronach Forge manual. Nephew, I apologise that I cannot see you personally before you leave. The trip from Sadrith, Mora, is treacherous this season. I would visit upon hearing the news. The Nords have a fine college at Winterhold, and I am sure you will excel. You may know that I too attended there. I was quite the conjuration adept in my own day. Oh, okay. Kathra is interested in this, considering this is the school of magic she's interested in. I'm sending you my notes on something called the Atronach Forge, a bit of a project of mine while at Winterhold. Mentioning nothing to the faculty, but ask your fellow pupils about a place called the Midden. You will find the forge there. I fear a number of my notes are missing, scattered and lost in my travels around Skyrim. Perhaps you may stumble across them in your own adventures. The Atronach Forge offers few clues as to who built it, and even fewer as to how to unlock its full potential. Only through blind experimentation and a few singed eyebrows have I been able to understand its function. The forge is mostly a large dais, almost crude of make but emblazoned with the traditional Daedric rune. An offering box is attached, as well as a prominent lever. The dais also features a large setting which seems set to receive some large spherical object. Well, I've just encountered a large spherical object, right? I've had no luck determining what this missing object may be, however, or what effect it may have on the efficacy of the forge. Sorry. The forge is activated by placing certain items into the offering box and then pulling the lever. The forge consumes the items and conjures something upon the dais. Conjuration can be predicted reliably if the appropriate items are left in the box, but many combinations either have no effect or catastrophic reactions. Once I conjured a wild goat, well, most of the goat at least. Experimenting wildly with the forge is dangerous. I've recorded such recipes as I've discovered on the following pages. The simplest yet perhaps most hazardous stable recipe is that for a summoned Atronach. The conjured brutes will attack the first thing they see, however. Be ready for battle if you have reason to use these recipes. Wow, okay. And then, as if in temptation, right? Why would I want to do that? Wow. And a strange symbol on top too. But that it can summon other things is of a real interest to me. There's the pull bar. Right. Let's keep walking. I wonder if this is like part of the college from a long time ago. It just feels like really old dark magic happened here. I don't know how my character feels about being here. That also doesn't sound good. Who'd have thought being in the college could be this dangerous? The mid and dark. That sounds even worse. I can't say I'm tempted to go there. This is a dead end. There's no way out. Okay. Can't help feeling that going down into the dark would be a really bad idea. Maybe for another day. I think Kathra's going to just take a note about the mid and dark. Considering this is her first couple of days here, it seems like going down somewhere where she could die and get no help from anyone would be a really daft idea for her. So she'll take her chances and try and head back. Okay. This is not what my character expected to do on her first day back at the college. I realise there's lots of other places I haven't been. That's where I think that's where I killed the undead. Still don't get an understanding of where I am. Okay, now I do. So let's head back this way. Out of the midden.
You know, they say knowledge is its own reward.
It seems ridiculous just to go to bed right now, so I think I'm still going to stay tired. Considering I haven't done much this day. Apart from find my way around the college. So that's the two places there. Obviously here. I wonder if there's a source of water around here. No. Okay. The Hall of the Elements.
There you are. I've been trying to find you. I just wanted to let you know that Ankano's been asking about you. I think he's looking for you.
Ankano?
I'm not sure. Just, well, mind what you tell him, all right?
Okay, I'm just going to pause for a few moments.
All right then.
Okay.
Mirabelle does a fine job as Master Wizard, I suppose. Still, there's always room for improvement.
Why would Ankano be looking for me?
I'm not sure. Just, well, mind what you tell him, all right? No. Well, I don't think so. Between the two of us, there are rumors about him. That this advisor position he has is a sham, an excuse. That what he's really doing is spying for the Thalmor, trying to feed them information. Whether it's true, I can't say. But it never hurts to be a little suspicious, does it?
I agree.
You're welcome.
Okay, well I seem to have used a lot of destruction spells just down in the midden, so let's see what Ferelda has to say about them.
Certainly. Destruction spells come in different forms, each useful for various purposes. Concentration spells can be cast immediately, though they're weaker. Good for a tight spot and less costly if you miss. You'll also need to decide whether to devote yourself to a single type of spell. Focusing solely on flame spells will make them more powerful, but you may find yourself at a disadvantage against foes immune to fire.
I wonder if I can afford some training then, see if I can get
Certainly.
better.
Concentration. You'll also need... Focusing solely on flame spells will make them more powerful, but you may find...
That's not
Certainly.
annoying, is it?
Concentration. You'll also need... Focusing solely on flame spells will make them more powerful. I can teach you, but I won't be held responsible for what you do with the knowledge.
Okay, let's have a look. Got a lot of gold. I need to sell some of my stuff actually. Okay. Don't think she can train me anymore. What have you got? See if I can sell some of my stuff. Okay. I think that's what I was using in that fight. Clever. Okay. Really, I still don't know if I get rid of any of these. But these I can. And the mother's run now being named is nice. Okay. I don't want to sell any of these really. Just reading these sounds interesting. Ignites all targets, doing 5 damage on death to ground burns. Fire rune. Cast on a nearby surface explodes. Oh, that's a nice one. Firebolt. Flames. 8 points per second. Okay, that sounds like a really good spell to me. Thin layer of ice. Spike of ice that does, yeah. And tunes the caster to fire, equipping the Ember Bolt spell for up to 15 seconds. Lightnings too. Purified Violet deals 10 damage. The flames randomly jump to the target or caster, dealing 26. That sounds like a dangerous spell. However, that's a good start.
Until next time.
Yes. Until next time. Okay, so in here I've got the Arcanium and the Archmage's Quarters. Now if I remember correctly, the Arcanium is where the library is, so let's go meet Urag.
There are few places where one can pursue my type of work without fear of persecution. If you require assistance with summoning techniques, please let me know.
You're my man.
If you would, please also contain your summons to the college grounds. The locals do not need to be agitated further by Atronachs roaming their town. The summoning of undead is even less advisable outside the college.
What would my character ask first? You posted a notice about some missing apprentices. Why would I ask this question? I wouldn't ask this question. Summoning dead isn't frowned upon. Can you teach me? I think I am going to ask this question first.
Ah, that, yes. The group prior to yours has disappeared entirely. It's possible that there was less than the necessary amount of oversight. That's still being looked into. But we've had no contact with them for quite some time now. Arniel wondered if perhaps they'd somehow managed to get themselves lost in the Outer Realms. but I think that's giving them too much credit.
How long have they been missing?
I hadn't really considered it in terms of time. I suppose it's been at least a month. Let me think. What were they working on? As I recall, Ysra was trying to improve flame cloak spells to better work in Skyrim's harsh environment. Elos Tai was practicing illusion spells. She was having trouble with the calm spells, I believe, but only ever worked with skeevers. And then there's Borvir and Rundi, twins, though they rarely agreed on anything. Those two boys were obsessed with mead, convinced they could concoct something to compete with Honningbrew. Something about using frost magic to chill the mead for a certain period of time. I felt it was a waste, but the Archmage let them proceed.
Okay. Let's have a look. And I think this might be the next thing I'd ask. Can you teach me about conjuration?
I'll teach you some of what I know, but be careful.
Excellent. You've leveled up to train. Oh, okay, I've hit the cap. So, yeah, the summoning undead isn't frowned upon?
I sure know. Those archaic policies died out with the Mages Guild, and were never enforced here. Necromancy, as any other type of magic, is a tool to be used. Of course, non-mages may not see it that way, so we don't go around flaunting it.
That sounds like a really... I don't know if my character could do that.
Not within society, no. Many who practice within the school of conjuration do so on their own, secretly. Phalion is the only one I know who is public about what he does. He was once my teacher here, but left the college years ago.
Sounds interesting. Any word from the missing apprentices? Why would I ask this? I can't imagine there is anything. Let's see.
None. It's been long enough that, honestly, I don't expect to hear from them.
Why did Phalion leave the college? That's much more like it.
He didn't like the Archmage. Hated dealing with him. Hated having to answer to him. Phalion said he hated what this place was becoming, so he just left. Arin found a note on his desk, and that was it. I understand he settled down in Hjalmarch, and his presence there caused something of a problem.
Oh, so that sounds interesting, and someone I might want to go and see. Let's see if I can sell him
So you
something.
wish to master the arcane arts?
See if he's only got any books. Okay, that's your reconstruction. Bound balance. Okay, so mana balance outs for 143 seconds. Bound cloak. Creates a magic cloak. Doesn't say what it does though. Oh, so it just make a cloak. Bound sword. This one I know. Conjure avenging wraith. Conjure cat totem. Summons a Nordic totem spirit. Huh. Conjure Deadeye Captain. Corpse. Dremora Churl. Conjure Familiar. This one I think I know. Consuming Power. Allied summoned or... Okay. Power of the Master. Raise zombie reanimate called Soul Cloak. Soul Trap. Okay, I may need to learn these, but I don't think my character knows what any of these things mean at the moment. Let's see if he'll buy anything from me. Nothing, really.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
I'm working on some very important research, I assure you. The exact nature of my research is a secret, I'm afraid, but it really is quite valuable.
Okay, I think I've shown this place before, which I'm deeply in love with, but this is literally the library. And it looks like this is as far up currently as it goes. There's a lot of soul gems. Cleaning water. Okay.
I don't think anyone here truly understands how useful my work will be.
History of Raven Rock. Volume 1. Chanting dust. There's so much stuff here. And dust bookcases as well. You can see the books in there.
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear?
Okay.
Hundreds of years have gone into assembling this collection. It's going to stay pristine, understand?
Let's have a look. I need to learn about something we found in Sarthal.
I know what you want. Word travels fast around here. Discovered some big mystery, huh? Well, you don't even need to ask. No, I don't have anything for you. Not anymore, anyway. I said not anymore. Orthorn stole a number of books when he ran off to Felglow Keep to join those summoners. Some kind of peace offering. I think one of those volumes may have had some relevant information. If you want them, you'll have to talk to Orthorn.
That sounds very awkward. There's two people that left the college, Thalion and Orthorn. Who is this Orthorn?
He was an apprentice here at the college. Not very skilled, but got involved with a group of mages who took a liking to him. When they left, he took off after them. Stole supplies and books from the college. I suppose as a way to ingratiate himself.
Doesn't anyone care that Orthorn stole things from the
Not
college?
enough to bother with. Archmage Aaron's approach to these things is just to let them sort themselves out. Although now it looks like you'll be doing the sorting. Good luck with that.
Why are these mages in Felglow Keep?
Let's just call it a difference of opinion with the college. They were interested in research that goes outside the bounds of what the college allows, so they were persuaded to leave.
Okay. Are there any special books you're looking for? Do I really want to ask that question now? Yeah, maybe I do. Maybe I want to get on this guy's good books, because he's a bit of a gruff old guy.
As a matter of fact, there are. Have you ever heard of Shalador? Immensely powerful mage, back in the First Era. Had an understanding of magic few have ever matched. He holed himself up in Labyrinthian, and devoted all his time to research and study. But more than you would imagine possible. Since then, his writings have been scattered all over Skyrim, but are little use to anyone who can't translate them. I'm one of the few who can. I've heard whispers of more of his work having turned up. If you can track it down, it may prove useful to all of us.
Shalador's Insights. Okay, Uruk, you're on.
All right then.
Okay. I think this is time for me to eat, drink.
There are few places where one can pursue my type of work without fear of persecution. That incident in Morthal was just a misunderstanding.
The Doors to Oblivion is something I probably also want to read. Did I take a copy? Let's have a look. No, but if
No
there's
matter
to do
what
with
the gods
conjuration,
claim.
let's take that. Study of conjuration. Goes on in great detail of conjuration techniques. This is nice. It's a nice touch. That's all you can read of the book. Darkest Darkness. Another one about conjuration, perhaps? By Anonymous. I'll take that too. So we've got a copy of...
The people of Skyrim have no appreciation for what we do here. Not that I care.
Doors of Oblivion. And
Should you ever fall victim to an unfortunate accident,
darkest
I
darkness.
promise your remains will be put to good use.
That's great. Mysterious Akavir.
Need something?
Why would that be here? I'm going to leave that there. Conjure familiar, which I know. Okay, destruction spells. There's some more books here and lots of ingredients. The Doors of Oblivion.
Yes.
I wonder if I need to take that one too, actually. Certainly consider reading it. Illusion, alteration, restoration. Look at this scroll crafting, it's beautiful, isn't it? Amazing. Okay. Don't really want to go back there. So.
You there. I have questions for you.
Found.
You were in Sarthal, yes? It has come to my attention that something was found there.
Yes, we did. I just informed the Archmage.
I am well aware. Tolfdir is still in Sarthal, is he? I shall be expecting a full report from him when he returns.
What will my character say? I mean, she's biased to not liking this guy because everyone's got their guard up about him. How do you know anything about this? Why does this matter to you? How do you know anything about this? What did my character ask? Why does this matter to you? Yes.
Something was discovered in Sarthal that was significant enough that Tolfdir sent a new member of the college alone to deliver word. That sounds precisely like the sort of thing that should matter to everyone, especially me. Thank you for your help. You may go now.
Okay, so an awful lot to read and to try and understand. I think my character's going to do herbalism, alchemy, soul gem font. Read the soul gem font. Okay, wow. Okay, that's pretty cool. Alright, I think my character I was going to say he's going to go to bed, but maybe a quick sneak peek in the Archmage's quarters is called upon. Just to check that no one's there that shouldn't be there, including me, I guess. Let's have a look. Okay. Wow, staff enchanter, that's amazing. Ah, he's back.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several if you're talented. Personally? No, not I. One of their number used to advise the Archmage when I was but an apprentice here.
Oh, wow.
But that was a great many years ago, before all the members of the Order were called back to the Isle of Artaeum, and it disappeared entirely.
I do want to know more about the college's history, but I think for another time.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
I honestly didn't think he'd be here. Let's have a very quick look around one more time. I think maybe another day should be spent exploring the outside. Let's see if this just goes to a door. Yeah, it requires a key. No problem. Time for bed, and for my character to think on some of the things that she's seen. I'm really sorry that this was not an exciting episode, but I think it's really important that I can stay in character and kind of show as much of the history of what she's doing as possible. This is another place I haven't really looked at. And right now she's probably absolutely exhausted, and so it's time for her to head to bed. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. What I meant to do is see if I can give the horse something more to eat. Okay. Good horse. Now it feels like I actually know my way around this place a little bit more, considering I intend for this to be my home for a little bit longer. It's time for me to reflect on all the things that I've done and all the places I've been, but also there's my companions. Volcano, Onmund, Growlnia. No one. An extra person, perhaps. Or a master that's missing in my room. Okay. Time to close the door and sleep. Think long and hard about what my character has seen and also the choices she's going to make. I certainly know that when she wakes up she's going to read some books just to know a little bit more about what's going on. Probably store some things aside and then maybe start on this adventure. We'll see. For now, good night.